off from 1, Michael Orlowski from 2, Marcus Mobers 3, Oliver Bottleneck 4, Adam Catchpole 5, Tim Altman 6, Arnaud Lemperriere 7, Mark Stiles 8, Hupo Honeywell 9, Alexander Anderson is the 10 car. So we'll watch the cars form up on the grid. Let's get this up at the start. So what happened last time in this? So Ollie Payne was engaged in a great battle with the number 2 car of Michael Orlowski. Orlowski, though, made a bit of a mistake and ended up nosed against the barrier, which dropped him down to 3rd place. So Marcus Mobers actually ended up finishing 2nd. So Ollie Payne took the win last time out with Marcus Mobers 2nd. And Michael Orlowski 3rd. So a win here for Ollie Payne would secure Ollie's first European title. He's already had his first European TQ this weekend. So we're going to see, as we go down towards 10 seconds, see if we can crown it first European champion of the day. Okay, so off at the start, Ollie Payne gets away cleanly. Orlowski slots into 2nd and Mobers in 3rd. So Ollie's doing everything he needs to at the moment. So let's stick with Ollie Payne, the leader, as he goes off down the main straight. Already saw him and Orlowski have a bit of a pace advantage. They're going to try and make a break. Orlowski arguably looks a little bit quicker at the start, but Ollie was keeping it tight, wasn't giving any opening at all for Orlowski. Already you can see these two trying to make a bit of a break for it. So these two young guns going for it. Michael Orlowski already a European champion. Ollie Payne not yet, but that may change in the next 10 minutes. So Ollie Payne leading round the end of the main straight. He's keeping it tight. Already these two stretching away slightly from Marcus Mobers. Marcus making a break as well from Oliver Bottleneck in the 4 position. So really now Orlowski desperately trying to find his way past Ollie Payne. He knows he has to get past. Also, he knows that he has a 3 score, which that's not going to do him any favours. He'll need a 1 and a 2 ideally. If he can do anything. Ideally, he wants 2 1s, but actually Marcus Mobers starting to pick up the pace now and join in the back. So Mobers about to hassle Orlowski, which could do Payne a huge favour. So Ollie Payne just runs a little bit deep into the chicane in the centre of the circuit. Orlowski has a look, but thinks better of it. Off down the main straight one more time. So Ollie Payne still keeping it tight, not opening the door for Orlowski. Mobers right with them as well, ready to take advantage. So Mobers has obviously found some pace for somewhere. He'll have one eye on this title as well if he can get somewhere near it. So we have got Ollie Payne leading this one from Michael Orlowski running in 2nd, Marcus Mobers in 3rd. You can see all 3 of them in the shot together. So this is some fantastic racing here from Racing Arena Limburg in the Netherlands. Saw a slightly tighter line from Orlowski at the end of the straight. That's allowed Payne a little bit of breathing space. It's only a very minute amount, but see if Ollie can start to make the break and get away. Ollie doing everything he needs to. He's resisting the pressure from Orlowski. Orlowski closing in through the chicane in the centre of the circuit. So Orlowski does look like he's got some more pace in his car, but Orlowski can't do anything with it at the moment. He needs to get past Payne. They're going around through the centre of the circuit, through the chicane again one more time. Ollie's car pausing a little bit more in the centre of the corner than Michael's car. Doesn't matter. That's Ollie is in front, so it's up to Michael not to hit him, not to tag the back of him. So Michael sat there trying to desperately get past so he can take advantage of the pace that he's got whilst he has it. Ollie parking the car on the apex, getting the drive off of it. Orlowski desperately searching for a way past, not finding any way through at all. Marcus Mobers just sat behind, just keeping a watching brief on the 2 of them, seeing if there's any opening that presents itself, and actually they're about to be joined by Oliver Bottleneck as well. So top 4 flowing around the circuit together, and it definitely looks like Orlowski's got a bit more pace at this moment in time in the run if he can find his way past Ollie Payne. We're already 3 minutes into the run, so Payne's resisted the pressure so far. I've seen a mistake there from Mobers, so that's the front 2 well away now. Little bit of a tap against the barrier there from Orlowski. That drops him back slightly, but it's not doing really anything, any harm to him. He's right back on the back of Ollie Payne, so he's desperately trying to find a way past again if he can. So still watching this lead battle. I don't think we're going to move off of this throughout the whole run because it is so close. between these two. There's absolutely nothing in it. They cross the line one more time, halfway through the race. So this is going to seem like a very, very long 4 minutes for Ollie Payne. Looks like Orlowski had a bit of a run on him, but couldn't quite do anything. Ollie still keeping it tight. Ollie doing everything he needs to at the moment. Orlowski gets a bit of a run, turns Payne round, and then stops and waits. So Orlowski does the right thing. Bottleneck is the third place car. He's closed right in as well. Can see Mark Stiles entering this as well in fifth place. So Mark doing his normal trick of just creeping round at a steady pace and popping up there. But back to the front, we're watching Ollie Payne leading Michael Orlowski. So Ollie Payne doing everything he needs to, not being rattled by being turned round there when Orlowski got a little bit of a run on him. These two starting to stretch away again from the other two. They have had a bit more pace than everybody else over the weekend. So these two starting to edge away. And through the chicane in the middle of the circuit, we've had Ollie Payne's on his roof. Payne's on his roof, and Anderson's through. So, Mobers is leading. So Mobers is leading this one. So who is second? That's the car of Bottleneck. That's the 4 car. So we had Orlowski launched himself into the side of Payne's car and turned Ollie Payne over, stopped and waited. But now Ollie Payne's got to find his way past Oliver Bottleneck and then past Marcus Mobers. So now we're going to see what Ollie can do. So Ollie was resisting the pressure nicely, but it's got less than 3 minutes to go. So watching these thread through the centre of the circuit, seeing what they can do. Marcus Mobers now leading this one. Marcus finished second in the first leg, so Marcus could actually be in a really good position here with a 1 and a 2 after this if he can hold on to that position. Ollie Payne doing everything he can to get that second place back, because once he's got the second place back, he can start launching an assault on the first place of Marcus Mobers. So we are watching and running with the car of, at the moment, it's the lead car of Marcus Mobers down the straight. You can see immediately behind him Oliver Bottleneck and Ollie Payne. So these three, absolutely nothing in it. So Payne trying to find his way past and doing everything he can. Mobers actually gets it a little bit wrong and checks up the other two. So they're running really close. Arnaud Lemperriere is running in the 4 spot at the moment. So it looks like we've got Michael Orlowski with a bit of body shell damage. It's tucked up sideways. So we've got less than 2 minutes to go. So Ollie Payne knows he's got to, if he can, he has got to get that second position so that he can have a go at Marcus. But Marcus maybe slightly edging away at the front. Edging away. Oh, a small mistake there from Bottleneck. Does that give Ollie a chance? It doesn't, because it was in the middle of a chicane. There wasn't really any opportunity. So Ollie Payne still running around in the third place in the heat. That's not going to be good enough. He needs the win to lock off the title. So we're coming round towards the final minute now. And Marcus Mobers leading this, so great drive from Marcus under pressure. He resisted the pressure early on and just hung back a little way from the two leaders, Ollie Payne and Michael Orlowski. A little bit of coming together between the two leaders. And then we saw Marcus nip through into the lead, and he hasn't been headed since. So we're into the final minute now. So Ollie doing everything he can here to try and find his way through into second place. Desperately trying to get this second place that he wants, and see what he can do, because he would rather have a 1 and a 2 than a 1 and a 3. What he doesn't want is a 1 and a 4. So not really any danger of that. There's not anybody immediately behind him. So the lead 3 off down the straight one more time. Absolutely nothing in this. Fantastic driving from these 3. We're coming into the last 20 seconds, so they're probably going to have the finish of this lap and one more. So let's have a look. Ollie's got a bit of a run on him. Let's see if he makes it through at the end of the straight. He doesn't. So this is going to be the final lap, I think. So Marcus Mobers is looking like he's going to take the win. Will they make it through again one more time, actually? They may well do. No, let's have a look. Mobers takes the win. So Mobers wins that from Bottleneck and Ollie Payne. So we've got a win there for Marcus Mobers from Oliver Bottleneck and Ollie Payne. Let's have a look. I think we've got a bit of a replay as well, so we can see this incident that resulted in the change of the lead. So let's have a look. You can see there on the rostrum, Michael Orlowski apologising to Ollie. Bit of a shrug of the shoulders from Ollie, but let's see what we can see there. if we clear off that. So coming through the centre of the circuit. Okay, so Orlowski just took a bit of a line across the bot dot. He sort of turned in a little bit early, and there wasn't... let's just tee that up again. And
should we get that even slower?
Let's get that even slower. I think probably what happened was Orlowski made a mistake all of his own and actually turned into the bot dot. The problem was then, if we watch here as they come through, Payne takes the correct line through the corner. Orlowski goes in a bit early. He hits the bot dot, and then, of course, it's lifted the front of his car up. He's got no control. He's got no steering. He's heading straight for the scene of the accident, which is the back of Ollie Payne's car. And we can see there Marcus Mobers somehow fitted through this tiny little gap. It's like sort of through the eye of a needle that he managed to fit the car. So